Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming this morning. My name is Steve Kallin. I'm the manager of the National Elk Refuge. And on behalf of the Refuge and all of the organizations that helped organize this CWD forum, I want to thank you for coming this morning. I want to thank you for attending to help share information about chronic wasting disease. It's a very complex and not a very well understood disease, so I thank you for coming to learn more about it and to help share information with others. It just happens that today is the 75th anniversary of the invasion of Pearl Harbor. And I don't expect that we have any Pearl Harbor survivors here, but if you've served in the military, would you just stand for a minute? Would you just stand? And because we enjoy the freedoms in part that are preserved by your service, so thank you. And I would like to thank the planning team for helping to bring this forum together. This was a group effort, and a lot of people were involved. A lot of sponsor organizations, and I'm not sure why that isn't going forward, but we'll get sponsor organizations for you here in a second. So thanks to their support, we've been able to make this a free forum, free of charge. So their support is really appreciated. And the organizations, once we get that up, you'll see it's from a wide variety of organizations, state and federal agencies, foundations, nonprofit organizations that are interested in wildlife and the environment. So that's because CWD cuts across administrative boundaries and organizational goals. So I'd like to especially give Mike Nordell a shout out. Mike did a lot of work and handled almost all of the administrative work in making this forum happen. So if you have a question today, Mike is the best guy to ask. So CWD is a complex disease, but thanks to the research that's being done, we are learning more and more about it every year. It's not especially well understood yet, but we are very fortunate today to have a group of outstanding scientists, researchers, that have worked on CWD research and have worked with CWD and have experience with it. So we are very fortunate to have them with us today. So the purpose of the forum today is to share current science-based information with the public and all the organizations that may have an interest in the long-term health of our deer, elk, and moose populations. It's our hope that this forum will help future dialogue in the community to be science-based and factual. So we are trying to bring to you the most current and best science available. So we have a wonderful opportunity to pick the brains of these highly qualified speakers. We will not be presenting any agency plans today or proposals to manage CWD, so we will not be taking public comments. So if you've come today to make a public statement or public comment, I hate to disappoint you, but this is not the venue for that. So we're going to focus on dialogue with the speakers. And if you've come when you ask a question, if you want to make a statement about chronic wasting disease policy or the merits of feed grounds or wolf management or future hunting quotas. Again, this is not the venue for that. We would ask you to keep your questions succinct and focus those questions on the presentation and ask them directly to the speakers. Few housekeeping things. For this morning and afternoon, we'll have a total of 8 presentations with 10 minutes of questions after each presentation. And this evening, the panel discussion will be all 9 of the speakers that are involved in the presentations will be on the stage, and we'll have a panel discussion. And the way that will work, the organizing team has a list of questions that they will present to the panel, and we'll alternate a question from the planning team and a question from the audience. So we'll go through the panel discussion like that. The panel discussion starts at 6 o'clock and goes for an hour and a half. And if you would like to have a written question out where the name tags are, we've got some 3x5 cards. If you want to write down a question and put it in the question basket, that'll be considered for the panel discussion later on. It says 6:30 here, Steve. 6:30, okay. Thank you, Paul. And if anyone did not get an agenda, we have extra agendas available. And if you did not sign up for a lunch but want a lunch, we have some lunches available that have not been signed up for. I'm not sure how many exactly, but we'll let you know later on today, before lunch, how many are available. Lunch will be in the room directly across from the entrance to the auditorium. That's in the Wapiti room. And lunches are $15 each. The National Museum of Wildlife Art is not only just a great place to have a meeting like this, but they have given us a tremendous gift. They are opening up all of their galleries to all of you to enjoy during the breaks, during lunch, during the break between the afternoon and evening sessions. So let's thank the museum for giving us that great gift. So if I'm right, Wendy, you'd like folks to just stop at the reception desk and get a pass?
Sure, and a lot of you have name tags on. So hi everybody, I'm Wendy from the museum, welcome. A lot of you have name tags on. I don't think anyone's going to jump in the galleries as you're wandering through. We have some fabulous exhibitions up right now. Aesop's Fables down the King Gallery, where 25 local and regional artists chose a fable and illustrated them. We have Sandy Scott's beautiful two complete galleries of her gorgeous sculpture and the balance of the museum. So do wander through, because if you haven't been in a month, you haven't seen anything yet. So do enjoy when you have your time.
Thank you, Wendy. So we have a morning break and an afternoon break. Those refreshments, again, will be in the Wapiti room right across the hall. Restrooms are across the hall and to the left behind the reception desk. And if you are interested in proceedings from this forum, those will be available on the National Elk Refuge website in the near future. And also, all of the presentations will be videotaped and loaded on YouTube. That link will also be on the National Elk Refuge website. So just look at that in the next month or so. That will be made available. And all of the videotaping is done by Shane Moore. Thank you very much, Shane. Let's thank him for doing that. Okay. Any questions at all? Anything that I've confused you on? Okay, I'd like to introduce our first moderator today. Tom Segerstrom will be the moderator for us during the morning and the afternoon sessions. Tom currently serves as the executive director for the Teton County Conservation District. He has a strong wildlife background. He has a bachelor's and master's degree in wildlife management, and he has served on the boards of the Wyoming Wildlife Federation, the Jackson Hole Wildlife Foundation, and he served as the president of the Wyoming chapter of the Wildlife Society. Please help me welcome Tom Segerstrom.